The following message has been co-signed by the Divine and sponsored by Spirits. Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas, I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm back to deliver your latest timeless collective channeled tarot message from the download series. So if you're here, it's by divine design. If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always be the one with the consequences and repercussions to pay. You have questions, I have answers. You could find those facts on my website, located at LPHtarot.com. So, after these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah, okay. We pulled your 2 Alpha and Omega messages. We pull them first, we read them last. And here's your Obukuro message, overall energy for today's session. Your burning thirst for a happier life. Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. Okay. Your burst for a happier life, a more meaningful life, a more satisfying life will arouse all the capabilities you can muster, eventually allowing you to quench your thirst. Like rain in the parched desert. That's funny because I've been using the word parched. I've been using the word parched lately. As a matter of fact, I had to really sit and have a chat with myself because this woman was kind of throwing herself at me one time and I wasn't really interested at all. And I called her parched and I was like, well, that was kind of rude, Melinda. You don't need to talk about her like that just because she's actually pretty smart. Anyways. No, you weren't that woman. Because she's not on here. I'm just saying. Let's see what's the overall energy from the alchemy cards. Well-known alchemy. Thank you. We have reddening iosis. It's card number 15, so it definitely looks like a devil card, but it's not, because this is not a tarot deck. It's an oracle deck. It talks about reddening, and yesterday we had blood come out of this deck, and it was like, pay attention to the red. Red was talking about vitality. So reddening, is it without looking at the book, it looks like something coming to life here. Let's see. What do we have from the well-known archetype as our overall energy? So we're going to be pulling 3 oracle cards from 3 different decks to talk about the spiritual nature. Then we're going to drop into our physical and see what's going on. I got a bunch of tarot decks out here, a bunch of more oracle decks out here. Okay, the card. The card from the well-known archetypes is the One. Card number 30. The One. You are the one. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's pull something from the Pleiadian Oracle. What's the overall energy? Thank you. Sacred Geometrics. Beautiful. Card number 37. So let's see what we have coming out. We're going to look at the book on these 3 decks before we go into breaking down into our physical experience, the message. So this is what we'll do. They said to show you the cards while I read from the book and share this message with you. So these are the cards that we have, okay? There you go. So starting here with reddening, it's card number 15 from the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck. And 1 page off. No, 2 pages off. All right. Reddening. Life force, Kundalini, blood. That's cool because we already picked up on the whole blood thing because that was in our message yesterday. Life force. Ouch. Excuse me, I had a ouch, I just done my back of my foot. Strike you in the heel. Okay. Life force, Kundalini, and blood. All right. The reddening indicates a full expression of the work. Everything is alive. The heart pumps. The cells celebrate. And blood sings its way through the body. What was dormant has been awakened. What was once considered base is now noble. Aches and pains are integrated. Shadows are acknowledged and interwoven. When the reddening card appears, it signifies health, power, a climaxing of the work, a coalescing of what has been learned. The laboratory is no longer separate from the alchemist or from the work, but the three are now one. What occurs in the body is reflected in the world and vice versa. Through the process of reddening, we move out of the head and into the physical body. More specifically, we reach the heart. It is there the alchemist finds the sacred ingredients of power and kindness. Okay? Take note of how many cards in your reading contain the color red. Same message we had from the blood card. You may sense the physical vitality of the querent by the presence and absence of this life force color. Okay? Reconnect to physical practices that bring you vitality. It's likely you know which ones bring that rosy glow to your cheeks and sparkle to your eye. All right. So this is about, it's like your, thank you. I like the way they said it here. Integrating the shadow. Where was it at? Aches and pains are integrated. Shadows are acknowledged and interwoven. Okay. So it's like once you've worked with them, they become part of what do I say? When you master the shadow, it becomes a tool in your freaking toolbox. It's a tool in your toolbox. It's no longer something you're in denial of, something you're afraid of, something you're rejecting, a rejected part of the self. That's what this card wants to speak to me about right now. So it's like all the acknowledging you've been doing of hurts, of your pains, okay, all of these things from your past, they are brought together into this, I'm hearing, sacred moment in your life where you're coming into, it's like an unveiling. It's like an unveiling, I'm hearing. Okay, but it's because you now have brought together the shadow into your toolbox. You're no longer rejecting it like, no, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to look at that. I don't want to think about that. That's what we do with our shadow before we master it. We run from it. We hide from it. The shadow is the shit you don't want to look at. The unpleasant, the painful parts of the self is the shadow. Okay. Let's look at the one now from the Wild Unknown Archetypes, card number 30. Let's see what's the message here. All right, the one. Non-duality. Thank you. There it is. Unity, right? Unity. Non-duality. Okay. One love. Unus mundus. Our ability to experience this archetype firsthand is limited. It comes in brief and potent moments that we are left to savor for a lifetime. The one is both the energy that unites all living beings and our capacity to sense this intimate union. This archetype eludes us most of our lives, appearing as a concept in a distant galaxy. Yet when we are in the midst of its power, A solemn reverence falls across all the land. We glimpse ourselves in the vastness of all consciousness and are neither small nor large within that field. We are neither important nor unimportant. All duality fades away and we are left with what is, the precious knowing that life is a gift and we are both the giver and the receiver of this fortune. When light, the one serves, loves, accepts, and resonates. And when dark, the one ignores, omits, and excludes. It is said that the Om is the primordial sound of the universe and that all other mantras are born from it. Simply imagining this possibility will activate the one. The Unus Mundus is a circle representing the unity of existence. Is it possible that the beginning and the end of all things is love? Yes, I love this. These two cards are so cohesive because that's what it's talking about. When you integrate that shadow aspect, turn it into your tool, and then you come into unity with yourself. This is what's happening with you spiritually. You're no longer fragmented. You're not fragmenting. And in that, who? Why? Because you have to come into non-duality to be able to accept your shadow. That's part of the process. Okay. Sacred Geometry, card number 37. Let's get into it. What you got to say? At the core foundation of your earthly matter, behind microscopic and subatomic particles, rests the building blocks of all our universe in the magic that is sacred geometry. These geometrics are mathematically perfect in structure and facilitate for all of creation to construct itself. Oftentimes, these sacred geometric designs can be found imposed on Earth farm fields by star allies to serve as gentle reminders to humanity of their true star nature. Not necessary by us, the Pleiadians, but many of our allies who share this wisdom. Going deeper into these codes laid on Earth reveal new technology, messages, and transmissions of universal knowledge when explored from the encoded perspective. Staring at sacred geometrics in meditative gaze or visualizing them in your mind can often activate certain nerve endings and increase one's ability to connect with the greater multidimensional components of our universe. In essence, they are powerful tools that bridge you into unity consciousness from a scientific, mental, and molecular level. The card of sacred geometrics arrives when your star family of light is requesting for you to explore more deeply into the foundation of all matter. Now is a good time to look into numerology, sacred geometrics, and activate your scientific mind to understand that at the core level, this mathematical perfection of the universe. This card may also relate for you to look into the numbers of a contract, use logic to solve a problem, pay attention to certain numbers in your daily life, and be more analytical to a current life situation. Weigh the pros and cons of the situation and trust that logic, too, serves an important purpose at this time in your life. Be a being of balance. Additional meanings: sacred science, numbers, unity codes, analytical mind, apply logic, and common sense. Thank God that common sense is becoming more and more common every day. So thankful and grateful for that. So thankful and grateful that common sense is becoming more common every day. Okay. So it's an excellent time for us. Wow, that's awesome. I'm just like, wow. Okay. Now the other thing, this is a seed. The seed of life is what it's called. The seed of life. So there's something here about your unity, the unity in you. They talked about tools, okay, in the sacred geometric cards as well. Tools for unification. Yeah, you've got the tools for unification here. This is freaking gorgeous, guys. Y'all ready to get into some tarot cards? Because I am. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a great message. I don't know what's coming out, but I know what spread we're using. So we'll be pulling 5 positions to see both sides of a situation. The unification of both, or the connection. Okay. We're going to start with the situation from the Giant Rider-Waite Tarot. Let's get some shuffles on the deck. I did not pre-shuffle today, so we got a lot of shuffling to do. How's your day going? I see I is our first commenter of the session. Shout out to I. Welcome, Lee. It's good to see you all the way from the UK. And if you're watching this video, go on and give it a thumbs up. Support the channel. That helps. Let YouTube know, that the message is valued by the people. So get it out there to more. Shout out to Janine Trahi. She's purchased her membership. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Also, guys, you have until midnight tonight. Any services you purchase up until midnight tonight, Pacific Standard Time, will earn your raffle ticket into the drawing for a free reading, at least 10 minutes. I don't know how long it'll be. So I'll be drawing that and announcing the winner at the end of the download tomorrow, as it'll be the first of the month. This is happening every month, so keep coming back. Yeah. All right. So we have unity consciousness here. We have the adopting of our own shadows, our own aches and pains into our toolbox by accepting them, integrating them into our life, letting them be our power, not our downfall, not our folly. Okay. All right. Give me just a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. All right. So let's get into this. On the left side of the situation, you have to choose, are you on the left side or the right side? Shout out to Kat. Hey, baby girl. How you doing? All right. Let's see what we're on. I am all good, baby. I only slept about 6 hours last night. Literally this morning, up all night. But that's okay. I kind of like being up all night. I like being a night owl. All right, so let me see. What's the energy on the left side of the table? Please show me. What's the energy on the left side of the table? This one. Okay. The Hangman. The Hangman, it talks about delays. It talks about seeing things from another perspective. It talks about a need for another perspective. Yeah. It talks about a need for another perspective that causes a delay in your life so you can see things from the other side. You need to see things from the other facet. Like a diamond, there are many facets to this. And that's what it took for you to bring that shadow trait, those aches, those pains into unity consciousness within yourself so that they could be power in your life, in your toolbox. They're showing me a saw and a drill. Okay. Yeah, you turn those shadows into power to help you cut through, to help you get through, to help you move through situations with greater ease, okay, with greater flow. All right. On the right side of the table, we have the Page of Swords. Somebody is Messaging, texting, watching. They're watching. Somebody's learning. They got questions. Somebody's got questions. Okay. How did you do that? Okay. What's the state of the connection? The Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles as the state of the connection talks about tending to your own garden. It talks about everybody has to mind their own business, and you got to take care of the weeds in your own garden before you go trying to tell somebody else how to take care of the weeds in their garden. Have you done the work yourself? They're showing me a psychologist person that came into my life experience. It was interesting because this lady had built a career as a psychologist. She'd gone to school and all that great stuff. However, she refused to look at her own childhood wounding. She refused to dig into that. And as she also had the ability to commune with spirit, she had a tendency to not be accurate because she was not addressing her shadow, was what spirit came through. And I got to be the bearer of that news. Yay. Don't kill the messenger. So for somebody here, it's like you got to address your own shit before you go around trying to tell somebody else what to do. Something like that. Okay. Somebody is watching, wanting to see what's happening. Somebody here is making a sacrifice. Somebody's making a sacrifice. Let's see. What you need to know is you know the truth here. The Ace of Swords. That's what you need to know. Okay, you got the truth in this situation. Right. It's like this Hangman. It's like the universe has said, hold on. They put the brakes on this. The universe is like, hold on a second. You might have been, well, we'll see more about you from your perspective. But I see that the universe was holding somebody up here. It's not going to go as quickly as you think. You need to see the other side of something here. Okay. What you need to know is the truth is here. What you need to know is there's a victory in this. The Ace of Swords, it cuts both ways. Okay. This Ace of Swords is the tool that cuts. It's the truth, though. This is the truth. Okay, let's see what's the guidance. Is the Eight of Cups. Moving on, walking away. Mind your own business. Don't get caught up emotionally in other people's shit. It's not yours. Mind your business. And they're showing me why I'm remembering this, I guess because of my Taurus placements. That was the title of the Taurus reading from all those zodiac readings I did yesterday was Mind Your Own Business. Mind your business. Okay. The bottom of the deck is the Empress. Value, worth, divine feminine. And that's Taurus energy as well. Taurus and Libra. If you have Taurus and Libra in your birth chart, I heard 50 points. They haven't revealed what the fuck the points are about. Can somebody please? No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't matter. They just give it to me to throw it out there. It's funny. God dang, I make a great cup of coffee. So somebody here, the universe is like, hold on, hold your horses. Hold your horses. It's not what you think it is. Somebody's investigating. They're checking out a situation. The right side is checking out a situation. They're looking for the truth, okay? Somebody is not saying something. They're holding back. The Page of Swords, his truth is held back. The sword is behind him. So I see the person on the right is holding back a truth, not telling something, okay? Listening more than they're talking. And there's this waiting. The Seven of Pentacles looks like waiting. The Seven of Pentacles also looks to me like, the plant's not ready for harvest yet. The Seven of Pentacles also talking to me about long-term success and long-term investments that pay off. This is not for short-term. This is for long-term. Okay. So the truth has been revealed. The truth is here. You have the truth. There's a win in this. Okay. Guidance is you're about to get exactly what the fuck you want with the Eight of Cups. The next card is the Nine of Cups, which is you getting what you wanted. So keep moving forward. Don't stop now. I heard don't stop, get it, let me put some love in it. Okay, because now they're showing me the one where the final statement talked about, is it possible that all things begin and end with love? Well, how beautiful that is, the idea that all things begin and end with love. That would just be perfect, right? Okay. All right, let's see what we got going on. Let's look at the energy on the other side of the table first. We like to look at the energy on the other side of the table first before we go into your side. So let's see. What is their perspective of you? What does this person think of you? Whoever's on the other side of the table. Wow, the 5 of Pentacles is what they think of you. 5 of Pentacles is what they think of you. All right, let's see. What is this other person's perspective of their self in this? They said pull all the cards. I was going to start channeling off this. They said pull all the cards first. This person's perspective of their self is the 2 of Swords. Okay. What is this person's perspective of the connection at this time? The Page of Pentacles. All right. And what is it that, from this person's perspective, what do you need to know? Okay. What do you need to know about this person's perspective? The Star. And what is the guidance for this person? What does this person really need to do? The 7 of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck from this person's side of the table, we have the King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, masculine energy. But this also talks about clarity, seeing clarity, having the clarity. Okay. All right. Interesting. There's somebody there who sees clearly that you've been on this on your own for a long time. This person can see that you have been on your own. You do it by yourself. You've been by yourself. This person, there's somebody here who is not in communication with you. 2 of Swords. They're not in communication with you. They're leaving you out. They feel like you left them out in the cold. You're alone. You don't want to be bothered. What they think about the connection is it looked like great news. It looked like a solid start. It looked like possibilities. What you need to know about this person is the Star. You've got the truth. Somebody here. There's something here about protected from this person's perspective. They're protecting themselves. If you thought that somebody here was not communicating because they need time to heal, you're absolutely right. That's the truth. This person, they need to learn how to defend themselves. They need to learn how to defend themselves energetically by their actions, okay? That's what the guidance is for this person, is they need to protect their energy. 7 of Wands is a card of protecting your energy. That there are forces that are combating them, that are working against, they have cross-current energies around them. They need to protect their energy from them. They actually have a prized position. This person needs to recognize that they have a prized position. It's something they haven't been willing to see. I see that in this connection from this person's side, there's this idea of asking, is it worth it? Is it worth it? This person is wondering, is it worth it? But they're like, it feels like destiny. It feels like destiny. And that's the truth. This person thinks that it's destiny. That's the truth. But now they're stopping to ask, is it worth it? Because they've got a lot going on. They're being attacked. They're being attacked on some level. I hear a spiritual attack. They're under spiritual attack. They need to learn to protect their energy. They're entertaining cross-current connections that leave them in a state of having their energy attacked, which is messing with their seventh chakra, the crown chakra. It's messing with their ideas. It's messing with their downloads. They're not being, it's like they can't hear the voice of the divine accurately because they're under psychic attack. They're under some sort of psychic attack. Interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Thank you. Yeah. So there's somebody in their life who is milking off their energy so much. And this person could have intentionally, or however which way they worked it, they put a psychic attack against the person on the other side of the table here. The person on the other side of the table does not see it. They don't see it. They feel like they need to leave you alone. What they don't know is the only reason they feel that way is because they're under the influence of a psychic attack. So from your perspective about this, about yourself, the 10 of Swords in reverse, you feel like the situation isn't over, and you feel like, well, I'm not even hurt. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You have come into this state where you see things from all facets with that hangman energy. You're seeing things from multiple facets of the situation. And so you don't even feel betrayed, but you can see what's going on, and you see how somebody is sabotaging their self. Okay. How this, yeah. And there's something here about knowing that because this person in your experience is entertaining cross-current energies that are offering psychic attack, you have to protect your energy from that, which means it's got to be sacrificed. Okay, because you've already been through this. Your perspective about that person, 8 of Pentacles, they're stuck in a karmic cycle that they are refusing to see. That's your perspective of them. That they are stuck in a karmic cycle that they refuse to see. What's your perspective about the situation? High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, you feel like, again, psychic attack energy. That there's somebody in this situation who's working some dark arts. Somebody's got some ill will, some black magic. Somebody's been working trying to influence another person psychically. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Your perspective in the situation is somebody's not understanding. They're not getting the psychic connection. They're not seeing something clearly. You feel like this person is keeping secrets, but your intuition tells you. And so, yeah, you're listening to your intuition, and you feel like this connection, it's like it doesn't get to reach its fulfillment because somebody here is not protecting their energy. They're being influenced by outside forces that they need to protect themselves against. So whatever they're going through while they're in this karmic cycle is for their healing. That's the truth. What is it that you need to know from your side of the table is the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is a card of sharing. It's a card of one person has more to offset the balance of the other person. You are here in this situation. What you need to know is you are here to help support this person, to bring them into a greater sense of balance. In one hand, this person with more is holding the scales of justice in their other hand. So in a balanced way, you give from your surplus. You've given from your surplus. And that's the truth. You've been willing to share. That's the truth. Okay. The guidance for you in this, the hangman is in reverse now saying, free yourself from this. It's not your burden to carry. You've done what you should do. And you've given a little bit more than was asked of you with the 6 of Pentacles as well as saying that. The bottom of the deck about your perspective is the Hermit. So you have the ability to hear the spiritual guidance for yourself. You trust in your spiritual guidance. You trust in your own guidance. It's been a very solitary journey for you. So it's easy for you to try to cling to another person. This person, they wanted to be, with that Five of Pentacles, this person thought that you would be codependent upon them. They wanted you to be codependent upon them. They're not seeing that. So this person is asking, is it worth it? Because you don't need them. So there's somebody here who relies on codependency and relationships to make them work. But you're an independent thinker. The Hermit is definitely an independent thinker. This is somebody who trusts their intuition, trusts their own guidance. You're not susceptible to outside influence when it comes to your decisions. You're going to make your decisions based on your own intuitive guidance from your own spirit. You've been on this journey by yourself for a long time. You found your own light. So no, you're not a codependent person. You're not a codependent person. They wanted you to be codependent with that Five of Pentacles from their perspective about you. They thought that, you would need them because that's the type of relationships they're used to. As a matter of fact, this person doesn't know how to have a relationship, a healthy relationship with somebody who's not codependent. They've only saw and experienced codependent relationships in their life. In reality, you were in this person's experience to help them heal the codependency traits within themselves, to see the need for the healing. That's what you brought to the fore in this situation. All right, let's look at the divine perspective about this situation now. What's the divine perspective of you? How's the divine looking at you in this? Or on the left side? Yeah, I feel like you're on the left side. So, what's the divine perspective of you in this? The King of Swords. You have the clarity, you have the truth. The King of Swords was at the bottom of the deck on their side of the table. Are you a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius? Okay, somebody you are, but divine perspective of you, you got the clarity. You see the truth. The truth is in your hand. Okay? From the divine perspective, again, this person's relationships of the past influence their current actions. Like I said, from the divine perspective about you, your past relationships influence your awareness. Past relationships with others and with yourself. You found non-duality. You found unity within yourself. This is your truth. You're also bringing not just emotion, not just spirit, but intellect to the party. One of your bitches is named Smart. That's that smart bitch. That's a smart bitch. I brought my smart bitch to the table. She knows shit, okay? She ain't nobody's fool. That's the divine perspective of you. You got the truth, and you are the communicator. You are a great communicator. The King of Swords is an excellent communicator, able to effectively communicate ideas with truth. That's the divine perspective of you. Let's see what's the divine perspective of this other person in the situation. This one, the 10 of Wands. This person is carrying a lot of burdens that they are overwhelming and blocking their vision. So that is because what you see, like I said, you see the truth with the King of Swords. And part of the truth that you've seen about them is that you have no reason to feel hurt by them. This person is stuck in a cycle where they're carrying more shit than is theirs. They're carrying the weight to the past. And there's something about this spirit said this person needs to, divine perspective, this person needs to end something. They're carrying fire in some sort of way. Apply it however it resonates. They're carrying fire. There's a need for accountability in this. This person, from the divine perspective, they need to take accountability for their actions. That's what will end the karmic cycle. They're not taking accountability for their actions, I'm hearing, and they need to, okay? Or is it that this person is learning to take accountability for their actions? Both. They said both. All right. from the divine perspective, what you both need to know in this. There's something you both need to understand about this, and it is the Two of Pentacles. There has been a level of separation between the two of you for a purpose. There is a reason why this energy has been held apart. You both need to understand that. Something's got to happen here. There's a need for change. There's a need to switch things up. And they want you to know that there's still a connection, even though separated by distance. Okay, one is higher, one is lower in vibration. You both need to understand that. You both need to see that there's a need for balance in all things. Okay, and if it's not balanced, it will be held at bay. It'll be kept apart as long as it's not balancing. As long as it's not reciprocal, it's going to be kept apart. Okay? Yeah, that's the truth. What's the guidance about this connection from the divine mind? What's the guidance about this connection? The Four of Cups, rejection. It was a limited time opportunity, but somebody's still carrying the burdens. So now it's being removed from the table. That's why for you, the guidance for you was to Hangman reverse. Stop sacrificing. You can't sacrifice anymore for this. The bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. This is talking about this from the divine perspective. This person has been looking at you because that's what they have on their main energy is the Page of Swords. So divine perspective says this person's been looking at you as possibly being, it's like this person was able to sense this connection across distances with you with that Two of Pentacles. So they were asking like, okay, there's something there. What is that? What is it over there? Okay, so yeah, they're getting it, but they're refusing to see what they've got. They've refused to see what they had. And as a result, the situation is, it's like, it's time to free yourself. You've given what you were supposed to give. You've given what you were supposed to give. You gave what you had to give. The Ten of Swords falls out of your back. You don't even feel betrayed by them. You realize somehow this person came in so you could exercise the use of your unity consciousness to use those shadow traits as tools in the situation. And that's what you've done successfully. All right. So there's a situation here. You've seen the truth. You had to bring your intellect to a party. You saw that something was done. And you're no longer, this connection for you was here to show you that you are no longer bound by codependency and abandonment issues. That you actually have become the independent thinker. You've become that person who's able to go through this journey on your own. You don't require somebody to make you feel worthy or loved or important. It's not about being important. It's about being loved. And you know, you've learned that self-love is where it's at, that it'll bring love from outside, but others can only love you as far as they can love themselves. And somebody here has refused to see that, you know, entertaining this karmic cycle is weighing them down. And so, you know, the situation is there's been some protection here. While the truth has been shared, you gave what you were supposed to this connection, and then it's pulled apart. It's pulled apart. Yeah, because somebody here, oh, we didn't pull a card for this position. They said take the next one off the top. From the divine perspective, the state of connection. Yep, Eight of Cups, perfect. State of connection is there's a detachment happening. That Eight of Cups is a card of detaching emotionally from something that is not your wish fulfillment so you can get wish fulfillment. It could have really looked a lot like wish fulfillment. You came into this person's life so that they can learn something. You had a gift to teach. You had something to learn, something to teach. You gave it. You gave it. Whether they get it or not is not your responsibility. This person, you gave what you came to give. It's like you had an experience to share, information to share. You were here for an important part of their process. Now it's up to them. They can do what the fuck they're going to do with it, and it's not your responsibility to make sure that it goes a certain way or you know, anything else. Your job was to deliver the experience, the information. You did it. You did that. Yeah, the Ten of Swords says you did that. You're free from this situation. It was a holdup. It was to show yourself. It was to show yourself where you have become different. This person was trying to bring you back into codependency. That did not work. They probably don't even know that that's what they were trying to do, but that's what they were trying to do. So we're going to go into Oracle cards next. And we're working with the journey of love first. So let's see the energy on your side with the journey of love. Across the waters, card number 23. Distance. There's distance here. Distance is here. Okay. The other side of the table. Riding the cosmic wave. Riding the cosmic wave. Okay. The state of the connection. Becoming. Becoming. What you need to know about this situation. That one wants to come out. Coming together. Card number 66. And the guidance for you about this situation. The guidance is she is the moon. Okay. The bottom of the deck. Lovers. Lovers. It's black and white here. So this connection was about helping. It's like you had something necessary to help. And there's the red. They talked about pay attention to where the red is in the spread, right? With the reddening. That was about unifying the shadow traits, bringing yourself into wholeness as opposed to being dismembered from the self. Somebody here is in the hands of, the universe is carrying them forward. And it doesn't matter that they're going into a karmic cycle, that they're stuck in a karmic wheel. I'm hearing like a hamster running on a wheel. They're going around this cycle. This connection is about, I'm looking at all the yellow in this becoming card, and that's the state of the connection, becoming into your power, taking the action. Yellow is solar plexus energy, which talks about what actions you take. That's how spirit shows me. So there's something here about you being at a distance, okay? Somebody's being moved. They're being moved. Now, the guidance is she is the moon. You have to trust in your intuition, okay? Remember the lessons of the past. Remember the lessons of the past, okay? This person also being guided to trust their intuition through the situation. And closing out past cycles is part of what's big in their side of the experience. Okay. Let's look at this again with the numerology cards now. On your side of the table, environment. Environment, card number 44. In the environment with the across the waters, you are at a distance from somebody. You have I'm hearing a sacred environment. I hear it's not to be tampered with. Your sacred environment is not to be tampered with. You have an important destiny. Okay. On the other side of the table, we have healing, card number 66. Again, this was a healing connection. That's the truth. So you come into somebody's life to help them see, to teach something about healing, to have this certain healing effect in their experience. The state of the connection, teaching and learning. What did I just finish saying? The state of connection, this whole connection is about teaching and learning, about becoming, stepping into your power, learning how to take actions, how actions have consequences, and how to choose healing actions instead of destructive actions, instead of repeating patterns. What you need to know is financial discipline. Financial discipline. Interesting. I've never seen this card before. Card number 48. Financial discipline. So literally about finances, but also finances being very physical energy exchange. Finances are a means of physical energy exchange. So you give this energy of money, of finances to get something of value back. Okay, so there's something here about you and the way you spend or circulate your energy. Okay, and this person as well. Whenever I see money, it talks about time and energy, not just money. Guidance, domestic harmony, trust in your intuition. You got, we already said your environment is a sacred space that must be protected. The bottom of the deck is synchronicity. So many signs and synchronicities about this loving connection, about these lovers, okay? Signs and synchronicities guiding you through this situation. All right. So in your energy, something was held up. It was stalled. It was not the right timing. Somebody here thought that you would be codependently attached to them or wanted you to be. You don't allow that to happen. You see, I hear you see the red flags. And your intellect has already shown you what lies down that path. Your intuition has already shown you what lies down that path. So you apply intellect. You maintain the sanctity and the sacredness of your environment. You have a very loving environment. And across the waters, there's something here about distance between you. Okay. Let's dig deeper. On your energy, beauty. Beauty. Card number 25 with beauty. The 2 and the 5 is showing me the spiritual couple of the High Priestess and the Hierophant, which is telling me, well, first off, somebody here has a sun sign and a moon sign that are Taurus and Virgo, but whichever order those come in. But there's something here about you're loving on, you love yourself. You know that you are beautiful inside and out, and that's how you come to the table. That's how you come to the table. And that's how you come to the situation. You know, you have to respect yourself, your own health, your own environment. The other side of the table, victory. Okay, this person healing, if they're trusting in the journey, okay, if they're boldly going into their next karmic cycle, that's their victory, because that's what's going to heal them. This person knows that they have to trust the universe and heal in their victory, okay? And is that on the physical level or is that on a spiritual level? It could be either or both. Okay. This person, they want the healing. Part of that is addressing this cycle of codependency and abandonment issues that's going on with them. The state of the connection is intuition, like I said, intuitive training to listen to the intuition. So anywhere where somebody here makes decisions, makes moves, takes actions that are going against their intuition, like they're going to learn those lessons right now, whether that's you, them, or both, okay? What Spirit really wants you to know about this ego is at play. Somebody's letting their ego be at play in this situation. You, them, or both. The ego coming in is influence. Okay. On the other side of the table. Excuse me, not the other side of the table. I called that position. Oh, they said, no, you said it right. The guidance is justice. And why was it that it said right? Because this person has to go through and close out the karmic cycles. Justice, that's what this justice is talking about. And it's on the other side of the table that has to happen. They got to close out the codependent connection that they're holding on to. Karmic connections. The bottom of the deck is imagination. I told you somebody been thinking about you. Yeah, they've been imagining from a long time ago. Signs and synchronicities brought them together with you. Okay, for a love experience. But the spirit is like, yeah, but if they're not done with their old cycle, if they haven't moved on from their karmic connections, then you got to go. You can't stay there. You're not allowed to be there because it's not a vibrational match to you, because you've already completed the karmic cycle of codependency and abandonment issues. So it doesn't gel well with somebody who does still have them, who's holding on to them, who's holding on to karmic connections. They got to clear their karmic connections first within their self, within their physical experience. Another part of them is their ego. Another part of their financial discipline, showing me karmic connections, okay, is the ego. They need to bring that ego into balance. Okay. You need to know this. Anywhere where your ego is showing up, but they're saying with the Ten of Swords here in reverse, you've already gone through the death of the ego. That's why they say you're not even mad about it. You're not even mad about it. It is what it is. It's just facts, okay? At this point, it's just facts. Facts change all the time. And facts are that your intuition has guided you in this situation. So it is what it is. You're beautiful going in and you're beautiful coming out. And you see this. You see this. You let this person go through what they have to go through. Do what they have to do. You're not trying to get in the way of them and their situation. You were held up for a period of time here to allow a situation to unfold, to teach and learn some things about what you're becoming. This situation was here to solidify your awareness that you have broken codependency habits and abandonment issues. If you are like, well, if you have this chip on your shoulder about what's happened with you and this person, then you do still have more healing to do on your ego. Yeah. If you're just like, well, I mean, I'm not angry and it is what it is. I see that they're doing what they need to do for themselves. If that's how you feel about it, then you've successfully worked on your ego. But if you're like, how dare they do that? How dare they be this way? How are they going to hold on to that when they got me? You need to check your fucking ego. Okay. I hear all that. All right, let's see. From the Healing Oracle Crystal Reading Cards in your energy, this one, Purification, Clear Quartz. Again, they want you to see where you've healed, where you've grown, where you've learned, where you've transformed in regards to, the codependency issues that this person. So you and this person, you were drawn together because of codependency issues. Y'all have some kind of trauma bond there, but you're not susceptible to that like before. And that's what this experience wants to show you. Purification. If you're still feeling attached to somebody, but parts of this resonate, and you're like, well, I don't know, I really miss them, I need them, I want them, blah, 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 all that stuff. You need to still work on your codependency and abandonment issues, and that's why it's happening. So you have to decide where you're at in this, because they're showing me the timeline of experience. Some are already over codependency and abandonment issues. It's easy to walk away because you know everything is one. You're connected. Even if there is separation, unconditional love is one of your superpowers, which means in all forms of unity and duality, you love. Don't have to hold you forever. It is what it is. Okay, other side of the table. What's the energy? Rites of passage. Coop rights. Yeah, there's something about this person, they got a victory at hand. Their healing is where their victory is at. There's a rites of passage. There are certain things they have to do to get what they want, even if they've been visualizing it for so long, which the divine's showing that. State of the connection, forgiveness. Like I said, you ain't even mad about it. Maybe this person isn't mad at you either. Yeah, because forgiveness is at the center of everything in this connection. Okay. This person, do they need to forgive the one from their past? Do they need to forgive themselves for their past actions? Need to know is Nu'umite healer. This connection came together for the healing to happen. Healing the ego. Healing the karmic cycles. Okay. Guidance moving forward. Night. New beginnings. Take new beginnings. Yeah. Take new beginnings. There are the karmic rewards that includes domestic harmony. She's the moon. She's going to be a perfect reflection of your light. Okay. The bottom of the deck is Herkimer Diamond Dreams. I'm hearing a song. Dreams come true. Oh yeah, baby, I want you. Hold me tight. Can't wait to love you right. Keep watching me. Don't take your eyes off me. Just keep watching me. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. I'm going to shuffle up this Kipper deck. This will be our final round for the download today. Tribe, go ahead and put your personal request in the comment. Did you send me a $10 US donation because you want to get your personal request answered live here as well? If you haven't done that, now is the perfect time. And then come back and comment where I can find that. Okay. If you don't know where to send it, scroll up to the top of the comments here on YouTube. You're going to find it. Go to the website. In the title, you're going to find how you can send your donation and your question in. Okay, and we're going to do personals before we do the Alpha and Omega messages. Okay, so stick around for the Alpha and Omega messages. They want me to call out Lady J. I see Lady J. Lady J, you're not a tribe member yet. If you already sent a donation, great, but they're saying you didn't. So, Lady J, I'm calling you out. If you're here, put a request for your one question. You can put one question in the comments, or you can request a general in the comments. They're saying the viewers, the all-time viewers, whoever watches this video forever, is going to have some kind of resonance with the question and the reading of yours. It's your personal, though. So, Lady J, put something in, a general request, or put your personal one question, okay? And then Tribe, put your request in. Anybody who sent your donation, put your request in. Once we go through this round, I'm going to address yours, and then we'll move into your Alpha and Omega messages. All right. Show me your side of the table. Community. Community. I heard this was about the growth of the collective. Okay, you have a collective, and you're there it is. Unity consciousness. You have unity consciousness. You know that we are one. Okay, you know that. Like Frankie Beverly and Mays, honey, you know we are one. So there's something here about that in your energy. You know that as you heal yourself, as you purify your experience, as you help others purify their experience, it benefits the collective. You're very beautiful, and you're concerned not just about yourself, but about your environment. You have a very sacred environment. You got to protect that. And, you can do this from anywhere. You can do this from anywhere. You could be across the waters and you can still do this. The situation has been held up for a reason. Somebody thought you were going to be needy about them. But no, you're already over that neediness. You don't have that quality in you anymore. Your intellect is turned all the way on. The other side of the table is showing up as marriage. Okay, this person wants to marry you. This person wanted to marry you. This person is already married. One of the three, okay? The victory is healing that connection. This person is in a spiritual marriage. They need to heal that connection. Got to clear that up. That's why they say they got to end something. This person has to end that connection before they can come to you. What is the state of the connection? Coffin. It's dead in the water. It's dead in the water. With forgiveness. Intuition is telling you, like, you might not even have physical evidence of any of this, but your intuition is showing you it was a teaching and learning experience. You're in becoming, you can't do the work for somebody else. They thought that you could be the opportunity for them. They want to know, is this real? Is this something that I can really build from? Can I do this? They did not listen to their intuition in some sort of way, and Spirit is saying it's time to let go. what you need to know. Toil and labor. I told you again, the working energy, karmic cycles. There's a karmic cycle here. You went in here to do some healing work, healing your ego, okay, healing the way you use your resources, okay. This was evidence of your clearing karmic cycles. That's the truth. You've healed. You know how to share. You know how to share your energy and where to share your energy, okay. Guidance, journey. Keep forward on your journey. It's not over yet. It's not over yet, okay? You have new beginnings here. Justice is at hand. Choose path of domestic harmony, following your intuition. Keep moving forward with the Eight of Cups because, you freed yourself. You freed yourself from a karmic cycle, and this connection is evidence of that. When you say, no, thank you, the bottom of the deck is despair. They said in the past you would have been in such despair about this, but you're not. You're not in despair. You trust in your journey. You trust in your guidance. You trust in spirit to keep carrying you forward. You don't question it. You know when your intuition speaks, you've got to listen. You've had enough experiences where you didn't, then now you know damn well you have to. Okay. Interesting. So for your personals today, I have the Starman Tarot wanting to come out. We're going to do your personals first, and then we're going to go into your Alpha and Omega messages. They want me to remind you what the Abukra card said at the very beginning. Your burning thirst for a happier life, a more meaningful life, a more satisfying life will arouse all the capabilities you can muster, eventually allowing you to quench your thirst like rain in the parched desert. Do you live in the desert too? Because I do. Okay. Las Vegas is in the desert. All right. So you're about to get that thirst quenched, but it's only when you let go. For a few of you, you won't see it coming, and they can't see it coming yet either. But your ability to let go and move forward helps this person break their karmic cycle. They'll be back. They'll be back again. And this time they're coming in to win, and this time they're coming in to make this a permanent, committed, higher level commitment connection, okay? If you want to know if that's you, I would recommend go and get you a TikTok, $10 US, get a yes or no on that to know if your person is coming back with a higher level commitment. And then the other part of it is, do you really want the higher level commitment with this person? All right. So I've shuffled up the Starman Tarot. Let's get into your generals. I see. Hey, Miss Des, I see you. Oh, you got your membership. Congratulations and thank you so much. All right. So Tribe, put your questions in. Let's see. We see Janine with her question. She's, please tell me, what does Law want me to know? What does Law want Janine to know? It fell right out. Six of Swords. Six of Swords, honey. Don't get caught up in the battle. Choose the path of peace and move towards peace. What is it going to be that makes you feel more at peace? Law wants you to do that. Yeah. You'll see soon that, don't worry about the hate that somebody is spewing at you. Don't worry about all that shit. You're a warrior. Find your courage. Move forward in towards the energy of peace. A lot of problems are behind you. And this is about birthing a new life for you. There's a new life here for you. What's at the bottom of the deck? You're birthing a new life here. The Justice. Yeah. It's the end of an old cycle. Choose things that make your life easier. Choose things that make your life more peaceful. That's the message that Law has for you at this time, love. And interesting. That looks like we're done. So let me go into your Alpha and Omega messages from the Guardian Angel Tarot. We have the Ace of Emotion, Ace of Cups energy. This cherub is announcing that a wonderful new emotional experience is coming into your life. You may meet someone new who makes your heart flutter, or your current relationship will experience a reawakening. It's also possible that your intuitive abilities will be greatly increased by your open heart. That was another part of the benefit here. Your intuitive abilities were increased because your heart has been open to love. Okay. From the postcard from Spirit, let's see what we have. Dear you, oh my, things are stirred up and change is upon you. This is cause for celebration. No need to be nervous, but know that it's okay to be afraid when faced with the uncertainties of life. The funny thing is that courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear. Rather, in spite of it or even because of it. Step into the unknown now. Let go of the branch you are clinging to, and let Spirit take the wheel and help steer you to your highest good and most wonderful adventure. All you need to concern yourself with is choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest up to us. There's a load of miracles being shipped your way. Remember what philosopher Joseph Campbell said. Take one step toward the gods, and they will take 10 towards you. We're all doing the destiny cha-cha on your behalf. That's right. Don't be afraid to dance. Loving you always. This is what I have for you for your download message today. So until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's